What you should know before investing or doing business in Georgia. A very important topic. Make sure to watch all of this episode because it's very important for you if you are thinking to invest in the beautiful country of Georgia. And let's see how beautiful is Georgia. Before we start, make sure to subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell that when I release any new videos, you get notified. I'm also curious to know about your experience. Comment below and tell me your experience investing abroad. Sharing your experience is very important and it will be helpful for everyone. Lots of the tips in this episode will be very weird, will be not normal for investors or for entrepreneurs from Western countries, from USA, Canada or Europe. So I'm going to tell you according to my experience what exactly will be weird for you and you should expect it while doing business in Georgia. Let's start. Let's start with the first advice. If you are planning to start any company, if you are going to import any goods to Georgia from any different market, from China or from any other country, you should know that Georgia market is not very big. Georgia's population is only 3.7 million, and if you add the expats or the residents, it will not be more than 3.9. The second advice is the purchasing power is not strong. It's low. People cannot buy a lot of goods here. People have very low wages and very low salaries. So if the product or the service is not necessary for them, is not necessary for a living, they will not buy it unless your targeted customers are from the high class. The third advice, and this one will be weird to you as European or a Western person or American or Canadian. You need to maintain a good relation with anyone in Georgia. Georgians do not care much about your money. They don't care about what you have or what you look like. They care more about your behaviors towards them, your respect. If you are not going to maintain a good relation with them in every place, you are not probably going to enjoy your living here in Georgia. So you need to maintain a good relation with your neighbors, with your worker, with everyone, with even a taxi driver. And if you show them any respect, they will show you more respect and love. They are very hospitable people, and I totally understand this because I came from an Eastern culture and this is a part of the Eastern culture. That's why I'm telling you it might be weird for you as an American or Canadian or a European investor or entrepreneur who is coming to Georgia. Let me give you one example. In 2016, I started a hostel, a very small business in Georgia here. I was trying to test the market and to do something very small, and then if it's going well, I will try to expand my businesses. So I had this hostel in a building which is approximately 187 years old. It's a very old building. I had neighbors living in the first floor and the hostel was in the second floor, which was challenging because these neighbors were always complaining from the loud voices, from the loud music, from the people who are walking even on the floor, because it's a very old building. It's actually one of the oldest building in Tbilisi. It was for a noble family, and these people who are living in the first floor were suffering from the guests, from the loud, from the music, from everything, and they were complaining so much. But I had to maintain a good relationship with them. I was inviting them for parties, I was sending them gifts, I was congratulating on any religious occasions, and at the end we become like a family, we become like very close friends, and I had no problem with anyone and they didn't complain anymore. And I follow this with any relation in business or even in normal life. If you showed them respect, if you showed them that you care about them, if you showed them the good side of you, they will respect you, they will love you, and they will become like a family to you. And this is very important. So if you are working with Georgians, you should show them this. If you are going to do a small business anywhere in Georgia and you have neighbors around you, you should maintain a good relationship with them, unless you are not going to enjoy living here, believe me, and your business is not going to be succeeded. So you need to maintain a good relationship with them. The tip number 4, corruption. There is no corruption in the low level in Georgia. I mean, if you are going to invest $100,000, $200,000, you will not find corruption. Like in the level of dealing with government, in the level of dealing in the market, you will not find corruption. So there's no corruption in the low level. So don't believe anyone who will tell you, give me $1,000, I will do that for you, which is not legal. Like, anything here is transparent, and transparency is a very good thing here. So you can do everything legal by yourself. You don't need any help from anyone, especially the one who will ask you to pay him money to do something legal. Anything legal you can do it yourself, because there are transparency and there is electronic system. You are connected to this system in all of your businesses. If you want to do anything related to government, mostly it's electronic, so you don't need anyone to do anything for you and to pay money for this. So Georgia in this side is a Western country, it's not an Eastern country. Don't pay money for anyone to do something legal for you, unless it's a more service, it's gonna need more effort. Don't believe that person who will tell you that I will call someone to make it faster for you, or I will contact someone to make it faster for you, or I have my relatives who is working in somewhere that he will do this service for you. It's not like that here. Number 5, there are many different religions, races in Georgia. So it's not only a one race, and sometimes you will find someone who will tell you don't believe or don't trust these people because they are tricky, they are very smart, they are not honest, blah blah blah. Like between Georgians themselves. I heard a lot of this when I came here in 2016 the first time. A lot of people were telling me that don't trust Megrelian, like don't trust Megrelian, they are tricky, they are not honest, blah blah blah. And Megrelian are the people who lives in Megrelo part of Georgia, which is near to Abkhazia, the occupied territory by Russia. So lots of Georgians told me don't trust Megrelian, Megrelian are dangerous, they are not honest, blah blah blah. And what I found is Megrelian are the best people I worked with. Megrelian are the smartest people I worked with, the hardworking people I worked with. So I found it's the opposite. Megrelian are very good and they are very smart and they are very good in business. The next tip is about social responsibility. You are, as a foreign investor, if you came here and invested some money and it's growing, it's doing well, your business is growing, your business is going well, and everything is perfect, you have a social responsibility. There is poverty, there is unemployment, and lots of people are suffering. This is, you don't have to do what I'm telling you, but I'm telling you this as a human. You should have some social responsibility. I'm telling you, just a visit to orphanages, visit to hospital, trying to help the people who are disabled. This will help you to maintain a good relation with the people, with the community, and these people are very important to you. You should care about the people. You should try to help solving any problems in the community as much as you can. And that's it for today. If you enjoyed this episode, like it, share it with everyone. If you didn't, dislike it and comment below, tell me why. And in all cases, comment below, tell me what do you think about this episode. What do you agree with me, do you disagree, and let me know what you think. I'm curious. If you want to know more about my businesses, about what I'm doing here, my experience, make sure to watch this video up there. It will be helpful for you and it will tell you more about Georgia, about living here, my experience living here in Georgia for 3 years. This was Hussam Afifi, and the new episode from Nomad Entrepreneur will be in Sunday. See you in next Sunday. Bye.
Hurts to admit that we're no different. I find it hard to commit, but you don't even try. Still I'm better with than with.